I have awoken from my nap, and it looks like D&D Direct 2023 is now wrapped, and there's a beautiful recap for me to take advantage of over on their website, which we're going to be doing now for this video. A lot of this stuff I don't think really is anything that I'm particularly excited about, but there are a handful of items here that I actually saw and went, oh, that's actually kind of cool. One of which, for example, is D&D Minecraft. So I know that a lot of people are still on the fence because of the OGL stuff, and I openly have said I'm not going to support anything they're doing because of the OGL stuff in terms of like tabletop stuff. But this is way beyond tabletop. I play Minecraft with my nephew, who's 7, going to be 8 years old. My niece, who is 4, going to be 5, just joined us recently. We play on Saturdays, my brother and I and his 2 kids. And last year, or maybe the year before, we got my nephew the D&D kids set, that box set for kids, and he has been absolutely fascinated with those booklets since he got them. The artwork, all the descriptions of the monsters and the descriptions of the heroes and the weapons and all the different classes and races and everything else. And he is an absolute Minecraft fanatic. So I just sent this video to my brother and was like, dude, you got to check this out. And he immediately was like, oh my God, we got to get on this. So there's stuff in here that I'm genuinely interested in, like the Minecraft DLC that's coming in the pipeline. But there's a handful of things in here, so we're gonna go through this. I am going to be spinning out some other videos about the individual components that are going to be coming out over the next few days. So if you like all that kind of stuff and you want to hear my opinion and my take on things, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update as I continue to produce tabletop content and beyond. And also, if you want to watch us play Starfinder, our Starfinder actual play series kicks off this Wednesday, the 29th of March, live on my YouTube channel, 7 p.m. Central Time. So hopefully we'll be seeing you for some Starfinder. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this. First and foremost, that was the first thing on this list was D&D comes to Minecraft. There's a cool little trailer over here, which I'm going to be taking a look at in the video that I'm going to be doing Fallout. But this is basically coming later this spring in 2023. It says experience a dramatic tale unfold with Minecraft's Dungeons and Dragons DLC. Explore iconic locations in the Forgotten Realms like Icewind Dale and Candlekeep, battling beholders, mimics, and more. So this is a thing that I think is going to be more for, like I said, the kids out there, for my nephew, and having things in here like a gelatinous cube and being able to fight a beholder and stuff. He's going to be able to see these things from the books that he's been reading, and he's going to be able to go, oh, I know what that is. And me as a lifelong D&D fan, I'll be able to be right there with him going, yeah, man, isn't that so cool? So this is why the Minecraft thing for me, this is probably the one that tops the list for me, is the Minecraft DLC. So yeah, there's that one. Monsters Compendium, that's cool. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. The film is something Chris wants to see it. She loves Chris Pine. I love Chris Pine. I've been saying since I've been watching all the trailers, I'm gonna see the movie. I don't think I'll see it in theaters, only because we live 2.5 hours away actually from the nearest movie theater. So I'll be waiting until this becomes available on some sort of, on-demand digital media, but I will be taking advantage and watching the film. I'm looking forward to it. I've heard great reviews. I love Chris Pine. I like Michelle Rodriguez. I think that it's going to be a fun ride. I've not heard anything negative about it yet, to be honest with you, so I'm expecting good things. So I don't really need to cover that because it's already covered enough. New player resources at playdnd.com doesn't affect me because I'm not going to be playing D&D anytime soon. D&D play events at local game stores. Again, I'm not playing D&D. Hasbro March Monster Madness. Nope. Secret Lair alert. No. Now this is the one that actually does somewhat interest me. R.A. Salvatore on Drist and a Neverwinter module. So it turns out that, R.A. Salvatore and his son collaborated with the team behind Neverwinter, which is a free-to-play MMO based on D&D, which I'm actually playing right now, ironically. I dove into this, I think about 3-4 weeks ago. I did my first impressions video, and I had enough fun that even though it's an older MMO and the graphics kind of suck and blah, 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 I am enjoying my time in it, and I've been playing it about once a week. I've streamed those sessions here on YouTube. I've done a few videos on it now, and I've been enjoying myself, even though the game's kind of clunky and etc. And one of the things I've commented on, one of the reasons that I keep coming back to play it like once a week, is because the story is actually pretty good. And I've said this in my review of the game, that it's like a novel if you ignore the clunky combat and get out of your head about the MMO aspect of it, it's actually a fun, um, you know, like visual novel. So it's cool that they're putting something out there for this. And I guess there's a module now for Menzoberranzan, and this takes the players into the infamous Underdark City for the first time. There is a video about this, and again, I'm going to be covering the video and all this stuff in a separate outing, so stay tuned for that. But I'm actually interested in this. I think it's actually one of the cooler components of the D&D Direct. Again, the game itself is kind of clunky, but this stuff's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it. So I'll be checking this out, so you'll be able to see that on my channel as we continue. New life-size D&D figures. Man, that's interesting. The Joe Manganiello 50th anniversary D&D documentary, I think is going to be fun. That's not coming out until 2024, as I understand it. So that's not a now thing. That's a in the future thing. But I like him. He's a great D&D. He has a lot of enthusiasm for Dungeons and Dragons. He loves Dragonlance. I love Dragonlance. He's a good actor. I'm expecting to really enjoy the documentary when it comes out. So I'm actually anticipating that because at the very least we're going to get 50 years of D&D, and it doesn't matter if you're not happy with where D&D is right now. It doesn't matter if you're not happy with Wizards of the Coast. This is what I keep coming back to when people are like, I'm going to boycott. Why would you boycott something that has provided you with 50 years of entertainment just because you don't like the way current management is running things? I'm not going to boycott it because of that. I might boycott certain aspects of the brand that I don't feel I need to participate in anymore in. But there's a lot of things that D&D is. It's Forgotten Realms, it's Dragonlance. These are franchises that have provided me with, in my own life, 40 years of entertainment. Well, maybe more like 35. I'm 43, so I can't really say 40. But 35-ish years of entertainment. I'm not going to throw those things out the window just because of a corporate misstep. So I'm looking forward to the documentary. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Upcoming source books and adventures. That doesn't really interest me because I'm not keen on playing D&D right now. But there's one more component to this that we've briefly touched on. They actually sat down with Cale Stutzman, who's the game director of the VTT for D&D. Now, I've covered the VTT a couple of times in the past. Let me see if they've got the. I'm gonna just scroll down here a little bit. Yeah, here it is. Here's the picture. And I remember when I first covered this, I said that this is basically they took Tailspire's idea and turned it up to 11 and had a much bigger budget. And we're definitely seeing that represented here in the sense that they're trying to create a highly polished 3D VTT space that's going way beyond what we've seen with like Fantasy Grounds, Roll20, Foundry VTT, which are very much a 2D space. They're taking the Tailspire idea, which is the 3D space, but they're throwing a lot more money at it, and this looks really, really good. There's a lot of information to sink our teeth into around the official D&D VTT. I again love them or hate them right now, Wizards of the Coast. This has the potential to be a game changer in the virtual tabletop space, especially if they allow this to be used for third-party content creation. And I know a lot of people out there are going to be going, well, I'm not going to support them even if it is. Well, that's you, and you're free to do that. But the potential for what this could be, not even just in the immediate future, but also thinking about competition and what this could mean for competing companies who come and create something that's even better than this iteration. This looks good. I want to talk more about this because I'm a big fan of virtual tabletop. I'm a big fan of video games. So this has me extremely interested in what's coming down the pipeline for their virtual tabletop program. In any case, that's sort of the recap of the D&D 2023 event, D&D Direct 2023. Again, I'll have individual videos coming out over the next few days talking about all these various components. So if that all sounds good to you, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks to those of you who have been following along over the past few months. Please support the channel. You can do super chats on live streams and premieres, super thanks on uploads and YouTube shorts, and you can join as a member. There's 3 different tiers starting at $3 a month. We do private videos, polls, and stuff. There's a Patreon page with our tabletop source book, our fantasy book series, and our point-and-click adventure games, so check all that stuff out. Links are down below. And we have a Discord if you want to join our gaming community. So until then, everybody, stay safe, have fun. See you next time.